The next one is the final movie
I'm
of
so sad, man.
yeah,
Oh,
William Friedkin. And it's a quite simple one with the way it is staged and filmed. And it's essentially could just be like a play, right? We talked about this as well. It is
yeah.
basically just
It
conversations
is
in a
also
courtroom.
based on a play, I believe.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah, like of the CAINE Mutiny. I do think it's kind of based on the books and the movie that I've gotten onto it. But yeah, it's Friedkin's latest. I'm very sad to see. It's also Lance Reddick's latest, which the movie started with an opening quote of Friedkin. Everyone clapped for it. The movie ends with Lance dedication
yeah,
to Lance Reddick.
yeah,
Everyone cried. I almost cried. I kept it in, but I could have cried.
good for you.
Um, yeah, now the meeting court martial. Look, it's a very confident trial movie. Any other director would probably like intercut it with footage of the actual events, but you know, Friedkin says no. I'm keeping it inside this courtroom. I'm gonna deliver it with confidence. It's his last movie. He also like kind of co-directed it with Guillermo del Toro because they
Mm.
didn't want to insure the movie with Friedkin only because I do think he knew his time was almost up. And again, people, please, can we give the K Mutiny Court Martial like a theatrical release because apparently
Yeah,
it's getting dumped on a streaming service, and I'm
yeah.
like, no way, like a director as great as Friedkin gets treated like this. But I really loved it.
Wait,
For the people who wanted more of Jason Clarke as a lawyer after
yeah,
Oppenheimer,
Oppenheimer.
you
Yeah,
you get it in this movie, which I wanted it, I got it, and I'm content with it.
yeah.
It was great. It
Yeah,
was
it's
great.
it's it's one of his best performances. I'm just seeing on Letterboxd that for some reason it has the genre tag of TV movie, which is a bit
Oh,
insulting if I'm
mhm.
being honest.
Yeah, that's
Um,
insulting as hell.
but it is aesthetically, especially in the opening, very much a TV
Yeah,
movie. The way it looks, it's not. I would say it doesn't look great, but then it kind of makes sense for the style that it's going for, and I didn't mind it. It was just like the opening parts where, yeah, it just looked very flat. But it's dialogue based, because it's the court. Um, if you can stomach court stuff because of the formality that is in there, somehow Friedkin manages to make that like really engaging. It's one of the best court films I've seen in a long time. And yeah, I feel like it also shines in all of the performances. There's like a really long Kiefer Sutherland monologue that is, oh my god, it's so good.
it's
Like
so good.
it is incredible what he manages to deliver there. And yeah, I didn't really like where it ends up. You liked it more. I
Yeah, I
definitely
liked it
need to
more.
rewatch it. Maybe I'm coming off of it differently, but it to me was like a bit too much pro siding with sides that
Like
I
for you, it was
didn't
too
agree. But
patriotic, right?
it
Like,
was. I do have a kind of tendency to like push everything away that even tries to be patriotic. But yeah, maybe in this story it did make sense. It didn't really. That wasn't something that came through for me for like through the runtime of the story. It was maybe more about proving something. And it became more than just proving something, but actually like the I don't know about respect as well. And I was like, I don't know if I vibe with that too
maybe in
much.
retrospect, you like it more.
Exactly. I'll definitely be rewatching it, a whole bunch of these films, because they are crammed into. We haven't said this yet, but on average, we end up averaging almost like 6 movies a day. If you,
Basically, 6 movies a day. Only like the last and the first day, we watched like five
it was only
due
because of
to
the
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 miniseries.
miniseries, which
Yeah,
I would consider just 2 movies. If you, yeah,
yeah,
if it's like the 5 hour long thing. And then it's basically, apart from the days that I had to skip, or the one movie I ended up
yeah.
missing, is that yeah, we are watching 6 movies a day. It does get exhausting, and at some point it's really hard to take in all of these different things.
Yeah.
But I feel like still like it's one of the festivals where I managed to do most of what it was, yeah, what I wanted
Yeah.
to like catch here.